What is up, shiny side up here? I am planning on doing an install video. That guy, TW200. I have two items here, actually. Got one here, one here. I'm gonna focus mainly on this one today. Might get to that one. I don't know, haven't decided. I have a high mount Fender kit, the Tusk one, I believe, high mount Fender kit. I'm planning to put on today. And major shout out to Mob Street 83. I'm sorry, Mob Street 83. I think I got that name right. Hold on, let me look into that. I screenshotted it. I get his name right. This is very embarrassing. Not very good to do a shout out to somebody if you, yeah, I just want to make sure I got the numbers right. Mob Street 83. So shouts out to Mob Street 83. He has some amazing and informative TW200 content. Where he has an install video of this as well, and he shows 3 TWs all lined up with the Tusk high mount factory, and then there's another spacer mod one or a kit that you can get. So anyway, shouts to that guy. Love your content, and I'm doing my install video based off what I saw in your content. So anyway, I am gonna mount the camera right here, so you can get a full point of view of what I'm looking at, and this way I'm not fumbling with tools and holding the camera and anything. So yeah, we're gonna give that a shot. So be right back. All right, got the camera rolling. I have some things I need to move around. Don't panic. First, we got to see how this looks. Oh yeah, looking like a goober. Solid. Yes, I'm fine. I'm recording. See that, everybody? My wife thinks I'm looking like a goober. Hi, Artie. What do you think? Please don't get the camera wet. Let's do this. So, let's get this done. It is a super windy day today, so I don't even think I really want to open my garage, because that thing, you can't hear it on the camera, but the, it's pretty crazy. All right, first things first, let's move some crap around. Let's get the e-bikes out of the way. This is what happens when you have too much fun shit. First world problems. And I can't even Tetris them together. There we go, that's better. Move little man's stay sick here. Just gonna take that makeshift stand. Solid, all right. Don't mind the GoPro attachments. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna move it this way, maybe throw it up on the back stand just for funsies to keep it vertical. I think that would be a good bet. So key, let's get the key. I'm not gonna start it, but whenever I put all my bikes away, except for little man's quad, all the steering I keep locked. God forbid anybody makes it into my happy place here and starts messing with my toys. I want it as inconvenient as possible. So extra locking and cameras and all sorts of nonsense. Turning it this way is going to prove to be a bit of a challenge. So we're gonna do that. Whoop, there goes a kickstand. Watch out when you're rotating your bikes. Don't want your kickstand to go down on you. That was dirty. All right, now let's just, there we go. Pivot. That'll straighten out once I get it back on the stand. All right, paddock stand. People may do things differently. This is not required, but this is how I'm doing it, because I'm going to be unbolting the front lower triple clamps. I personally think it'd be more beneficial to have the bike standing upright than have it tilted. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna roll it on this big old wheel. Stand her up first. This is always a little bit weird to do. Now let's see. Fight me on it, huh? This'll be, come on. Get in there. Perfect. We are upright. Move it forward a little bit. Straighten it out. That's what I'm looking for. Little man's Stasics in the way. That's all right. Move it over there. I got room to work. I'm gonna grab my little chair over here. I know, garage is crowded. It's all crowded of fun, useful things. Dog's going crazy outside. If you guys don't have one of these, this thing, it's awesome. Fun little, I like to use it as my work stool. Pretty awesome. You know, I was gonna rock the sweatshirt, but it's just too hot. I pick a coat hanger. Perfect. All right, let's see here. I'm hoping that I'm getting all this on camera. Should be. Okay, there's that. Anything else? Nope. Paperwork. Cool. Throw it over there. And then this one, this guy, possibly later, that is a new crash guard, scrape guard thing for there on the bottom. Yeah, anyway, get to that later. Need more tools. Yep, welcome to my scatterbrained installation video. Got that, and I'm gonna need Allen keys. Pretty sure they're metric. We'll bring the standard out just in case. Got those. Not gonna need those. Torque wrench. Torque. Nope. Ah, there we go. Torque wrench. Close it. Right. Torque wrench. Oh, yeah. And all of its Harbor Freight glory. But hey, not smashing on Harbor Freight, guys. Go to Harbor Freight. It's affordable. This thing never let me down. All right, let's do this. Let's get some unpackaging here. Where are my blades? Those are not my blades. They're probably in this one. Yep, everything's in the way. See, my workspace is not set up properly. I'm really hoping this thing is still recording. Is it? It's recording. Yeah, something like that. Start there. Place for everything. Everything in its place. Okay, there we go. Okay, I have today hardware. Let's see what I'm looking at here. These are going to be new bolts for the triple clamps, it looks like, because I'm going to need the spacers, which are here. Okay, got those. Get this bad boy opened up. See how this is looking. Come on, let's go. I could cut it, but I don't want to cut the finish because it looks so pretty. There we go. That bracket is because I'm going to maintain, without drilling, my OEM Fender. I don't want to drill stuff. I don't want to drill it sideways, especially OEM parts, because I like to maintain the OEM parts. A lot of people swap them out. However, good to keep for resale. Not that this thing's ever going anywhere, but good to keep for resale. Okay, this is our bracket. It's gonna go tink. It's gonna go right there. And this guy sit like so, I believe. Yes, something like that. Okay, let us first remove these bolts. Take the factory fender off. Those guys should be, I'm gonna say a 10. Let's see if I'm right. I think they're a 10. Don't want to set it on top of my computer there. My dedicated tuning computer, because I'm so fancy. These guys here. Let's see. Am I correct in my assumption? I am. See, I'm so good. All else fails, 10 millimeter. Just think, whichever one you're likely missing from your set is probably the one it's gonna be. All right, so we're gonna pull that, break that loose. I'll break that one loose. Yeah, it's gonna be on either side here. Turn it. Don't wanna hit the buggy. Okay, another one back here. That is right where my brake line is. There we go. Break that loose. Oh, nice. Super dirty. Note to self, have a rag. I have a rag. There's a rag here somewhere. I'll find it. There we go. Ah, smaller one. That one I'll need for something bigger, I'm sure. There we go. This one got WD-40 on it? Nope. You just never know in my garage. All right, on my stool. Let's break this guy loose. Ah, there we go. Now you don't need to hold these up top. Another thing I saw in the videos, these are tack welded on there. They're solid. They ain't going anywhere. So those are just bolts. Bink. Let's go ahead and pull this one out. This is all gonna have new hardware. And then there's one more. Oh, no, that's tight. What is that, like wet? WD-40 or something? Hope that's not fork seal fluid. That'd be interesting. Hope that's not the case. That would suck, man. All right, here's gonna be my hardware area. Well, I guess if I'm taking it off, I will know if that's fork seal. Could be fork seal fluid. If it was, it's not currently leaking. That's old. Might have been water. Didn't have an odor to it. Wasn't necessarily oily. And I know I wrote it through some water. It was a bit ago. Interesting. Okay, well, I might have to look into that at a later date, clean the fork seals. All right, I need Phillips head. Take these guys out. I'm gonna do a thing that I don't do usually. It's called double check the directions in case there's anything that I'm missing. A rag. Where'd it go? I lost my rag. Anybody know where that thing went? What the hell? It's gone. In this episode, we're gonna play Find the Rag. Found it. Got it. Awesome. Okay, let's do this. I only want to check these because I want to know the orientation of the bracket, because the bracket has clearly a long side facing down, a short side. So why is this thing telling me how to move the cables? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. That's not what I'm looking for. Good thing this is super useful. Long side forward. All right, works for me. That's all I need those for. Well, I don't know. Do I need these anymore? Take the Allen bolts out. Bolt together. Okay, so I gotta bolt all that together first. All right, let's do that. As a guy, we don't like to look at directions. Come on. All right, spacer. Let's get organized here. Get a spacer, spacer. These are gonna be for the triple clamps. I can tell by how long those are. Okay, and then I'm going to have, these are 10 millimeters for those. Those are going to be these guys. This is going to go this way, like so. And per the advice Mob Street gave in his video, I'm going to go up through the bottom. Make sure that you have the clearance. It's not going to matter because that's not going... The Fender's mounting this way. You want all the room that you can get. So I know that's how that's going to go. Get these started here. These are nylock nuts, which is nice. Hopefully they lock. We shall see. Allen key bolt there. These are not 10s. These have got to be 8s. There's no way those are 10s. Okay. Allen keys. I'm going to say metric. And I'm going to go with a... That's not a 5. 4? I'm so good. Now my ratchet. Sit over here. There's no way that these are 10s. They are 10s. Seriously? Wow. Interesting. All right. Well, cool. Let's go ahead and get these guys tightened up here. See if I can hold this a little bit better. I'm not like a boob. Broke past the nylock. Oh, nope. I just am not holding this properly now. Okay. Get that tightened up there. Just kind of hand tight for now. I don't know why. I always treat everything and pretend it's a tire. Star pattern. Never go around. I always go crisscross. Personal preference, I guess. Just a method I always use. It gets everything a little bit more even. Tolerances on these holes are pretty tight too, so everything's going to be straight, which I do like. It didn't seem like anything was really loose, but I've purchased plenty of things from these guys, and well, quality's always there. So, all right, let's give it a little bit of a torque. Make sure you're in there straight, nice and straight. Should probably be using a more traditional Allen key, but these were far more convenient in my tool set. All right, those are tightened, those are good, excellent. There's our bracket, looking fly, I like it. Is this what we're looking for? Yes it is, that looks exactly right. Next order of business is pulling this OEM part off the fender. See now, normally I'd say I need to wash my fender, but it's gonna get dirty anyway, so it'll get washed once on the bike. All right, these guys, let's put this guy up here because it's looking so pretty. And screwdriver, ratchet, those are the 8s. Yep, those are the 8s. Called it, nice and dirty, yummy. That's tight, loose. Let's get on my stool here and get this back to eye level. All right, goes there. Let's just loosen them up. I'll come back and grab them with my hands. Ooh, grimy, muddy from that rains that we had. I'm hoping you guys can see it on this install video. Otherwise, it's just going to be me chatting to myself with a very vague representation of me installing this fender. But that's okay. You get the gist of it, I suppose. All right. Man, that thing is nasty now. Like that. Sorry. OCD kicks in. If you wouldn't think so, by the way, I just toss shit around. Rag. That. This. All right, let's get these guys out of here. OEM hardware. Let's put all the dirty OEM hardware over there. So much shit falling off of that. All right. Go. Perfect. I don't know why, but I feel like this camera isn't looking quite low enough. Let's see. Can I adjust it a little bit? Let's bring it further down in my head. There we go. Alrighty, pull our factory bracket off. So that bracket's in real nice shape. Yes, sirree. Okay, let's give this a little bit of a wipe down here. Get all the dirt and crap out of it. Pro tip, guys, socks, once you start wearing through them, make fantastic rags. Throw them in the garage, don't throw them away. And if your lovely wife, like mine, takes care of you and she is on it with laundry, she will usually throw them away. So give her a heads up. If you're doing your own laundry and you forget to do it, that's on you. All right. So this guy, got him all buttoned up here. It's gonna sit over. All right. Now I am gonna use the original hardware then for that. Oh, I misunderstood, which is fine. That works. Let's go ahead and throw in. Clearly don't know what I'm doing here. All right, stay. Since you're down, if I'm using these, I want these clean. So I'm gonna give these a little clean off here. Just kind of knock some of the nonsense off of them. Dirt in my toolbox. Can't have that. Those guys there. Okay. I'm gonna need that again. Put those right there. There we go. Start one, start two. Let's get those started. I remember this is the front side of the fender because of this lip here. Back side is smooth. This is a 2009. I'm pretty sure they're exactly the same. So I don't think you have to really worry about your orientation. Also, there's a little, I don't know, plug or whatever that is right there. And that one was on the back, not on the front. So just a little tip. All right, those went in there. Golden. Let's flip it like so. Oh God, these things are terribly dirty, which is fine. They're gonna get road grimy anyway. You're gonna need that. Let's get them started by hand. And full disclosure, this video is likely gonna show up. It's primarily made for YouTube, but it's gonna show up on my TikTok. Probably gonna show up on my Instagram if I get around to it. We'll see if TikTok or Instagram, if I'm required to break it into multiple videos. But anyway, if you follow me on either of those, any of them, or all of them, thank you. If it's either of them, you'll get the video either way. So if you're thinking about doing this mod to your TW, which I'm super excited about how it's going to turn out, because that has been a weird spot to me on the TW, is that the front fender hugs that front tire, which I'm assuming they did it for street use, because you look at a street bike and the front fenders hug the tires. So I'm gonna try and hand tighten these as best I can, but I don't want to crack anything. I want it solid. Since I'm a right-hander, this is gonna be much easier. So anyway, this has been a spot that I was always thought was weird, is that the TW fender is sitting right on top of the tire, which Mob Street also mentions it. If you're riding a lot of mud, which I'm really not, I mean, other than desert season, and I'm in California, we see dry deserts out here, it doesn't see a lot of mud. But if you're riding a lot of mud, it'll get caked under there, and it could potentially be a safety hazard. There is other kits that'll raise it up using the factory mount there. It'll kind of put a spacer in there and give you an extra inch or so. I want it to look more like a dirt bike, and I need gap there for the fender, and I've seen this mod and I really like it, so I went ahead and ordered these. They're not cheap, but they're not crazy expensive, and I like this one because I get to maintain my factory mounts and fender without having to drill anything, because I really did not want to drill anything. Okay, so now we're going to remove these guys here. Those are bigger than 10 for sure. Those are like 12s, I think. 12, all right, let's see. I'm so good. So, put these two where I can see them. My useful tools area. And I'm gonna need a short extension so I cannot bang up my knuckles on these reflectors. Those are the spacers. That one was in there pretty good. Watch your knuckles, guys. Ugh, okay. Probably should have used a bigger ratchet. This one doesn't have a whole lot of leverage on it. That's all right, it does the job. Let's set that down there. Move these. And when these reflectors are facing out, I'm gonna keep that mounting position. This is stupid. There. Hopefully this is all coming through the video and everybody can see everything. Oh, there are some factory spacers there. Oh no, those are just washers. Don't know if I'm gonna need those. Probably couldn't hurt, although those seem to have a flange in them, which should act as that washer, essentially. And I already looked up the torque specs on these guys. In case you're wondering, these guys torque to 17 foot-pounds. 17. Not 7D. It's 1. So don't over-torque them and break yo shit. If I'm doing exactly what I was doing earlier. Again, there we go. Probably would have been helpful to use a drill driver, but mine's not charged. I know. Pulling my man card. I've lost points. All right, we're gonna put this back together. However, I should check. These bolts are not 12. These are 10s. 10s. Let's pull these out. Okay, that's the assembly there. And we're using that, not those. Don't move the bike. I don't want anything to adjust now. So let's line these up and get these prepped, shall we? Right side. That is factory bolt washer, left side. So now, grab my part. I'm gonna go, let's put that guy right there. Bolt. And these spacers right here are because of the way that this sits. So this, I don't know if you can see that, is not perfectly flat. So you get these spacers here. I'm gonna force it flat. So you're gonna go like this. Your bolts are gonna go through. So, okay. You're not gonna put the spacer on because then that's gonna space between here and this. So I need this to go through and then spacer there and there. That's how those have got to sit. Let's prep my other one. Okay, left side, through. And now we're gonna go through there. Let's take a seat, line this bad boy up. To there, and to there. Let's grab my 10. Got the 10, got this. Oh, nope, I'll leave that on there. Stay. 10, first thing I'm gonna do is we are going to hand drive these guys in first. You can do it with the ratchet if you want, but I'm just trying to get these driven in by hand first, just to get started, and then I'll hand tighten them, follow them up with a torque wrench to 17 foot-pounds of torque. Already this thing is looking way cool. I'm digging this. All right, now hand drive these in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna follow them up with the torque wrench. But look at that. Bump into everything. Oh yeah. Big old gap under there between the tire. It just went from dual sport to dirt bike. Not supermoto, dirt bike. And let's see, I've got my clearance here. This is what I was worried about because it's bringing it up that way. But I have the clearance. Oh God, that looks so good. Mwah! It looks great. Okay, torque wrench. And I need my reducer for a 10 millimeter. Let's grab all my stuff here, gather it all up. This is not the reducer I'm looking for. That's the one. It's not the reducer I'm looking for. All right, this, nope, still no good. Oh no, do I not have my reducer? I have to. There's no way. Did I break it? Shit, that would be shitty. I might have broken it way back, and I think that's the one I did not replace. That is a pickle for sure, because that I need a 1/2 inch drive to a 1/4 inch drive reducer, and I broke that one. Okay, all my 1/2 inch drives are here. Oh, is that what I think it is? Oh no, those are all the 1/2 inch drives. These are 3/8. Scheiße! No! Well, that sucks. Well, anyway, I'm gonna have to finish that up in a bit because I need to go get that part. So let's get this set. 17 foot-pounds. These are foot-pounds right here. You will not be able to see this on the camera. It is hard enough to see it in person because it is shiny. So that's 40. Let's go down to 10, which will put me, okay, zeros lined up with the 10. We're gonna go, there's 15, 17, that would be 20 there, right? Yes, that would be 17. Right there. Man, that's a bummer. How did I manage to screw that up? I do not have that reducer anywhere that I can think of. Let's have a look. Maybe I have one here that I'm not aware of. Nope, that's the wrong drawer. I recently redid my toolbox and, well, as you can see, I'm still learning where everything's at. Let's see, I don't have, that's a 3/8, not a half. That's a 3/8, not a half. Okay, well for now, I can hand tighten the shit out of it. Not the shit out of it, but hand tighten it well enough to where it's close, and then come back once I go up the street, grab my part. That, and then, all right. There she is. So, boom, she looks great. Looks amazing, actually. Really like that. Totally changed the look of the bike, because when this is sitting right here, super flush against it, nah, it looks dual sporty now. I dig it. It's awesome. This thing needs a wash. There's little dirt spots everywhere. I think that's about it. I need to go get my driver reducer because this thing is a monster and I don't have a reducer for it. I can't believe I don't have a reducer for it. Then again, I never ever need one because anything you're torquing usually doesn't require the reducer. So crap, these are not half-inch. Only half inches are those. Really sucks. I go down to 17, and then those are standards. All right, well, there we go. That's a long video. I'm gonna have to crop a lot out. But anyway, as you can see, look is totally different. It is amazing. I absolutely love it. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry I had to take the big fat GoPro G-string off my head. I hope everything came through. I need to go grab a reducer so I can come back and properly torque these to 17 foot-pounds. Each one of these guys, whoop, right there. And then you're done. Easy peasy, simple install when you're a little bit more organized. So take notes on everything that I did and all the tools that I put out and prep your space and you'll be good. Simple install. I don't think I'm going to roll the skid plate into this video. That'll have to be another video. But again, shouts out to Mob Street 83. You have super awesome TW200 content. Yeah, keep it up, good sir. And hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it wasn't, there's a whole bunch of other ones that probably are. And yeah, please like, subscribe. And if you're not following me on Instagram, TikTok also, jump on those ones if you can. A lot of the videos are going to be crossover. Some will be different. But anyway, I will catch you guys later. Happy riding. Keep the shiny side up.